What if the way you begin your morning is quietly shaping the direction of your entire life? Not in obvious ways, not in dramatic, life-changing moments, but in the small, almost invisible patterns that repeat day after day, breath after breath. Most people wake up already behind, already thinking, already carrying the weight of yesterday into today. And without realizing it, they spend the rest of their lives trying to recover from how their mornings begin. But Buddhism teaches something different. It teaches that transformation does not begin with big decisions or sudden breakthroughs. It begins in stillness, in awareness, in the way you meet your very first moments of the day. This is not about becoming more productive. It is not about doing more. It is about becoming more present before the world begins asking things of you. In this video, you will discover 8 powerful morning habits rooted in Buddhist wisdom that can gently guide your mind toward calm, clarity, and quiet happiness. Take your time with these. There is nothing to rush. Let each habit settle within you and return to them one morning at a time. Habit 1. Resist the urge to reach for your phone. The first habit may seem small, but it changes everything. When you wake up, do not immediately reach for your phone. For many people, this has become automatic. The alarm stops, and within seconds, the mind is flooded. Messages, notifications, news, other people's lives. Before you've even taken a full breath, your attention is no longer your own. You are already reacting, already comparing, already thinking about what comes next. But there is something important to understand. The first moments after waking are not neutral. Your mind is more open, more impressionable, more sensitive than at any other time of day, and whatever you place into it first leaves a deeper imprint. Buddhist teachings often speak about awareness at the beginning of things, because beginnings shape direction. If the first thing you consume each morning is noise, urgency, and distraction, your mind learns to carry that energy forward. But if the first thing you experience is stillness, something very different begins to grow. So instead of reaching outward, stay with yourself for a moment. Do nothing. Let your body wake up naturally. Notice the feeling of lying there. Notice the quiet. Notice the simple fact that you are here. There is nothing to respond to yet. Nothing to fix, nothing to solve. Just this moment. You might feel the urge to grab your phone anyway. That urge is important. It shows how quickly the mind seeks stimulation. But you don't have to follow it. Just notice it and let it pass. Even 30 seconds of this changes something. You begin your day from within instead of from outside influence. Over time, this habit creates space. Space between you and the constant flow of information. Space between you and automatic reaction. You begin to feel less rushed, even when your day is full, less scattered, even when life is busy. Because your mind was not pulled away from you at the very beginning. Peace is not something you find later in the day. It is something you protect in the first few moments after waking. And sometimes that begins with a simple choice: to leave your phone where it is and return to yourself instead. Habit 2. Let your first moments be guided by the breath. Before you stand up, before you speak, before you step into the rhythm of the day, take a few moments to simply breathe with awareness. not in a forced way, not as a technique to master, but as a gentle return to yourself. The breath is always there, quiet, steady, unnoticed, and yet it is one of the most powerful ways to calm the mind. In Buddhist practice, the breath is often used as an anchor, not because it is special, but because it is always available. No matter how you feel, no matter how busy life becomes, when you wake up, bring your attention to your breathing. Feel the air as it enters your body. Feel the slight expansion in your chest or stomach. Then notice the release as you exhale. Stay with this for a few breaths. That's all. As you do this, something becomes clear. The body is already carrying tension, even before the day has begun. In your shoulders, in your face, in your chest. Tension you didn't consciously create, but is there anyway. With each exhale, allow that tension to soften. You don't need to push it away. Just give your body permission to relax. Your breath will guide the rest. Thoughts will still appear. They might try to pull you into the day ahead, things you need to do, things you forgot, things you are worried about. This is natural. The goal is not to stop thinking. It is simply to not follow every thought. When you notice your mind drifting, gently return to the breath, again and again. This small act begins to change your relationship with your mind. You are no longer carried away so easily. You begin to notice before reacting. You begin to pause before rushing, and that pause becomes powerful. It creates space between stimulus and response, between emotion and action, between stress and awareness. Over time, you may notice something subtle. Your mornings feel less heavy, less chaotic, even if your schedule hasn't changed. Because your inner state has, you are no longer waking up into pressure. You are waking up into presence. And from that place, everything that follows feels different, not perfect, but more grounded, more steady, more calm. You don't need long practices. You don't need complicated routines. Sometimes transformation begins with something very simple. A few quiet breaths, taken with awareness at the start of your day. Habit 3. Choose how you want to feel before the day chooses for you. Most people begin their day by thinking about what they have to do. Tasks, deadlines, responsibilities, and without realizing it, they enter the day already carrying pressure. But there is something even more important than what you do. It is how you move through what you do. Buddhist wisdom invites a subtle shift. Before thinking about your tasks, choose your inner direction. Instead of asking, "What do I need to get done today?" ask quietly, "How do I want to feel today? How do I want to respond to life?" This is not about controlling outcomes. It is about setting a tone. A gentle intention that stays with you even when things don't go as planned. Because they won't always go as planned. Some days will be smooth, others will test your patience. And in those moments your intention becomes your anchor. You might choose something simple: calm, patience, kindness, clarity, presence. Just one. Let it be light, not something you force, but something you return to. For example, if you choose calm, you begin to notice when you are rushing. If you choose patience, you notice when irritation arises. If you choose kindness, your words soften naturally. You don't have to succeed perfectly. You only have to remember, again and again. The Buddha taught that much of our suffering comes from attachment, especially attachment to how things should go. When we expect everything to unfold a certain way, we resist reality when it doesn't. This creates tension, frustration, exhaustion, but intention works differently. It does not demand, it guides. It does not control the day, it shapes your relationship with it. You may still face stress, you may still encounter difficulty, but you meet those moments differently. Instead of reacting automatically, you pause. Instead of escalating tension, you soften. Instead of being pulled by emotion, you become aware of it. This is where real change begins, not in what happens to you, but in how you meet what happens. Over time, this practice creates a quiet consistency in your life. Even when the outside world feels unpredictable, your inner world becomes more stable, less dependent on circumstances, more rooted in awareness, and something else begins to shift. You feel less scattered, less divided, because your actions start aligning with how you actually want to live. That alignment brings a subtle form of peace, not excitement, not intensity, but a steady, grounded sense of being okay. Each morning, you don't need a long ritual, just a simple pause, a single question, and a quiet answer. How do I want to show up today? Let that be enough. Habit 4. Begin with appreciation, not deficiency. There is a quiet habit that shapes the emotional tone of most people's mornings, and they are often unaware of it. The habit of noticing what is missing, what didn't go well yesterday, what still needs to be fixed, what they wish were different. This creates a subtle feeling of lack before the day has even begun, and from that feeling, everything else is filtered. Even good moments feel incomplete. Buddhist teachings offer a different perspective, not forced positivity, not pretending everything is perfect, but clear seeing. Seeing what is already here. Each morning, before your mind begins to search for problems, gently bring your attention to what remains, what is still present in your life, not in a dramatic way, in a simple, honest way. You woke up, you are breathing, your body, in whatever condition it is still carrying you. This moment exists, and you are in it. Pause here for a few seconds. Let that reality settle. You might say quietly to yourself, "This moment is enough. There is something here to appreciate." Gratitude in this sense is not about listing things, it is about shifting perception. From absence to presence, from lack to sufficiency. This shift may feel small, but it changes everything. Because the mind tends to build on whatever it focuses on first. If your morning begins with deficiency, your mind continues searching for what is wrong. If your morning begins with appreciation, your mind becomes more open to what is working. This does not remove difficulty from your life, but it changes how heavily that difficulty is felt. You become less reactive, less consumed by what is missing, more aware of what is quietly supporting you. Over time, this practice softens comparison. You stop measuring your life against others as often. You feel less pressure to constantly improve, fix, or prove something. Instead, you begin from a place of enoughness. And from that place, growth becomes healthier, more grounded, less driven by anxiety. The Buddha described contentment as a form of wealth, not because it eliminates desire, but because it reduces unnecessary suffering. When you recognize that something is already here, something real, something valuable, you stop chasing fulfillment in every direction. You begin to rest, even while moving forward. As you move into your day, this morning appreciation stays with you, in small ways. You notice moments you would have ignored before, a quiet interaction, a brief pause, a simple experience. Life feels less like something to fix and more like something to participate in. Each morning, you are not required to feel grateful. You are simply invited to notice, to see clearly, to begin from what is already here, and let that be your foundation. Habit 5. Move your body gently and let it wake up with you. Before the world begins to pull your attention outward, return to your body. Not to push it, not to improve it, but to feel it. Many people wake up and move immediately into thinking, planning the day, replaying conversations, anticipating problems. Meanwhile, the body is left behind, unnoticed, unfelt, disconnected. Over time, this creates a subtle imbalance. You live mostly in your head and only return to your body when something feels wrong. Tension, fatigue, discomfort. Buddhist practice reminds us that awareness is not only something we bring to the mind, it is something we bring to the body as well, because the body is always in the present. It does not worry about the future. It does not replay the past. It simply exists here. So each morning, give yourself a few moments to reconnect. This does not need to be intense. It does not need to be long. It can be as simple as stretching slowly, rolling your shoulders, moving your neck gently, letting your arms and legs wake up at their own pace, or taking a short walk, or standing still and feeling your weight on the ground. What matters is not what you do, it is how you do it. Move with awareness. Feel each movement from the inside. Notice where your body feels tight. Notice where it feels light. Notice where you are holding effort without realizing it. And as you move, allow the body to soften, not by forcing relaxation, but by bringing attention. There is something important that happens here. Emotions that have not yet become thoughts begin to release. Stress that has quietly settled in the body begins to loosen. You may not even notice it clearly. But something shifts. Your breathing deepens, your posture changes, your energy becomes more stable. The Buddha often spoke about the middle way, not pushing too hard, not neglecting yourself. This applies to the body as well. Some mornings your body will feel light. Other mornings it will feel heavy. Both are okay. You are not trying to achieve a perfect state. You are simply meeting your body where it is. You might say quietly, "This body carries me. I will treat it with care." Over time, this habit creates a deeper sense of connection. You no longer feel like your mind and body are separate. You feel integrated, grounded, present. And this has a direct effect on your happiness, because when the body feels safe, the mind begins to settle. You feel less restless, less tense, less scattered. You move through your day with more ease, not because your life is easier, but because you are more connected to yourself. You don't need to do more. You simply need to move with awareness and let that movement bring you back to where you already are. Habit 6. Protect your mind from early overload. There is a quiet form of exhaustion that begins before the day even starts. It does not come from physical effort. It comes from too much input, too soon. News, social media, messages, opinions. The mind is flooded before it has a chance to settle, and this creates a state of subtle agitation, even if you don't notice it immediately. Buddhist teachings often speak about the importance of guarding the senses, not in a restrictive way, but in a wise way. Understanding that what you take in shapes your mental state. Each morning, your mind is especially open, more sensitive, more impressionable. So what you expose it to first matters deeply. If you begin your day by consuming large amounts of information, your attention becomes fragmented. Your thoughts become faster. Your emotions become more reactive. You carry a sense of urgency, even when nothing urgent is happening. So instead of filling your mind immediately, create a little space. Delay input, even for a short time. You don't need to avoid everything. You simply don't need to absorb everything at once. Let your morning be quieter, more intentional. Notice simple things instead. The feeling of water when you wash your face, the taste of your tea or coffee, the sound of the room around you. These moments may seem small, but they bring your attention back to direct experience. And direct experience is where calm naturally exists. When you are fully present with something simple, the mind is not divided. It is not comparing. It is not rushing. It is not trying to keep up. It is just here. The Buddha taught that constant craving for stimulation leads to restlessness, and restlessness makes it difficult to feel content. But when you reduce unnecessary input, something changes. Your attention stabilizes. Your thoughts slow down. Your emotional reactions soften. You begin to feel less overwhelmed, even if your life remains busy. This is not about disconnecting from the world. It is about choosing when and how you engage with it. There is a difference between being informed and being overloaded, between being connected and being consumed. Each morning, you have a choice to let the world rush in immediately or to meet it gradually on your own terms. When you protect your mind early in the day, you carry that clarity forward. You respond instead of reacting. You choose instead of being pulled. And over time, this creates a deep sense of inner stability, not because life becomes quieter, but because you do. Habit 7. Begin the day with quiet kindness toward yourself. There is something many people carry into each morning without realizing it. A subtle form of self-pressure. A quiet voice that says, "You should be doing more. You are behind. You need to improve." This voice may not always be loud, but it is persistent, and over time it creates a sense of tension just beneath the surface. Buddhist wisdom offers a very different starting point. Instead of beginning the day with pressure, begin it with kindness, not toward others first, but toward yourself. This may feel unfamiliar because many people are used to motivating themselves through criticism, through pushing, through dissatisfaction. But this approach comes with a cost. It creates resistance, exhaustion, a feeling that no matter what you do, it is not enough. Kindness works differently. It does not remove effort, but it removes unnecessary suffering. Each morning, take a moment to acknowledge yourself, not for what you have achieved, but for simply being here. You might place a hand gently on your chest, or simply pause and reflect, then say quietly, "May I move through this day with ease. May I be patient with myself. May I respond with understanding instead of judgment." These words are not meant to be perfect. They are meant to soften something inside you. At first, this may feel uncomfortable or even unnecessary, but that discomfort is important. It shows how rarely you offer yourself this kind of care. The Buddha taught that compassion is not something reserved for others. It is something that begins within. Because without self-compassion, even positive habits feel heavy. You become strict with yourself, impatient, quick to judge. But when you begin with kindness, something shifts. You become more forgiving of mistakes, more open to learning, less afraid of failure. And this has a powerful effect on your entire day, because the way you treat yourself influences how you experience everything else. If you are harsh internally, the world feels harsher. If you are gentle internally, the world feels more manageable. This does not mean you avoid responsibility. It means you carry responsibility with less resistance, less inner conflict, less emotional weight. Over time, this practice changes your inner dialogue. The voice inside becomes less critical, more supportive, more balanced. You begin to feel like you are on your own side, and that feeling matters, because life will always present challenges. There will always be uncertainty, moments of difficulty, moments of doubt. But when you meet those moments with self-kindness, you do not collapse under them. You move through them steadily, quietly, with resilience. Each morning is a new beginning, not just for your actions, but for your relationship with yourself. You do not need to become someone else. You do not need to fix everything at once. You only need to begin with care, and let that care guide the rest of your day. Habit 8. Remember that this day will not come again before the day fully begins, before your mind becomes busy, before you step into everything that feels important. Pause and remember something most people forget. This day will never return, not in the same way, not with the same people, not with the same version of you. In Buddhism, this truth is called impermanence. Everything changes, everything moves, everything passes. At first, this idea can feel unsettling, but when you sit with it quietly, it becomes something else. It becomes clarity. Most of the time, we live as if there will always be more time, more chances, more conversations, more opportunities to say what we didn't say or do what we delayed. So we rush. We postpone presence. We hold on to irritation. We treat moments as if they are replaceable, but they are not. This morning, however ordinary it may feel, is not repeatable. There will never be another morning exactly like this one, and neither will you. Take a moment and feel that, not as an idea, but as a reality. You are here now, breathing, aware, alive in this exact moment. You might say silently, "This day is a gift. This moment matters. I am here now." This is not meant to create pressure. It is meant to soften you, because when you truly remember impermanence, something inside you begins to change. The small frustrations lose their intensity. The need to control everything begins to loosen. The constant sense of not enough time begins to dissolve. You stop moving through your day as if you are chasing something, and instead, you begin to experience it more fully, more gently, more honestly. The Buddha taught that much of human suffering comes from clinging to how things should be, clinging to people, outcomes, expectations. But when you remember that everything is changing, you stop demanding permanence from what is temporary. You become more flexible, more understanding, more present. You may notice it in simple ways. You listen more carefully when someone speaks. You react less quickly when something goes wrong. You appreciate small moments that you used to overlook. Even difficulty begins to feel different. When stress arises, you remember this will pass. When sadness appears, you remind yourself this feeling is not permanent. And when something good happens, you allow yourself to fully be there for it, because you know it will not last forever. Impermanence does not take away meaning. It gives meaning. It turns ordinary moments into something worth paying attention to. A quiet morning becomes something to experience, not rush through. A simple conversation becomes something to value, not overlook. Your life becomes something you participate in, not something you try to get through. This habit is powerful because it changes your relationship with time. Instead of feeling like you are always running out of it, you begin to feel like you are inside it, living it, breathing it, moment by moment. And something else happens. You become softer with yourself, with others, with life. You forgive more easily because you realize how little time there is to hold on to resentment. You speak more carefully because you understand that words stay even after moments pass. You show up more fully because you are no longer waiting for a better time to live. There is only this time, this morning, this breath. As you move into your day, carry this awareness gently, not as a heavy thought, but as a quiet reminder. Nothing here is permanent, and because of that, everything here is meaningful. You do not need to change your life all at once. You only need to see it clearly, to recognize what is already here while it is still here, and to meet it with presence. Each morning, this remembrance becomes an anchor, a way to return to what matters, a way to let go of what doesn't, a way to live, not later, but now. How to apply these 8 habits in your daily life? You do not need to practice all 8 habits perfectly. In fact, trying to do everything at once often creates pressure, and pressure is what you are learning to release. Instead, begin simply. Choose 1 or 2 habits that feel natural to you. Maybe you start by not reaching for your phone, or by taking a few conscious breaths before getting out of bed. Let that be enough. Stay with it for a few days. Let it become familiar. Let it feel like part of your morning, not something extra. Then gently add another. There is no rush. These habits are not a checklist to complete. They are small shifts in awareness. You can also combine them. For example, as you lie in bed, you avoid your phone. You take a few quiet breaths. You set a simple intention and feel a moment of gratitude. This can take less than 5 minutes, and yet it can change the direction of your entire day. Some mornings will feel easier than others. Some days you will forget. This is part of the process. When that happens, do not judge yourself. Just begin again the next morning. Consistency in a gentle way is more powerful than intensity for a short time. Over time, these habits begin to work together. Your mind becomes calmer, your reactions soften, your awareness deepens, not because you forced change, but because you allowed it. If this brought you a sense of calm or clarity, consider subscribing to Mindfulness for more peaceful guidance and daily wisdom. You don't need to change your life overnight. Just return to these small moments, again and again. One breath, one morning, one quiet beginning at a time. Thank you for being here. May your days unfold with awareness, and your heart remain steady and at ease.